Okay, good evening and welcome everyone to Puzzle Rush number 19. One person. We've got a lot of people in tonight. I think there's a few people who couldn't make it unfortunately, but we should be around the 45 mark. And see most people are into the timer website. If you haven't found that yet, do check the email and just click on the link for the timer website. We'll do some instructions first in English, and then there's quite a few people, so I'll do them again in Swedish. But if you have any questions, just drop them in the chat. Yeah, welcome with me tonight again is Emilia.
Hello, hello. Happy to be here as always.
So yeah, should we have me commentate, and also we'll have a discussion about other things going on in the puzzle world. Few bits of sorry, just some couple of people to mute. There we go. So yeah, a few bits of news. So we've got two more Puzzle Rush competitions coming up in June. They're both sold out. The next round of dates. So July will be a holiday, so there won't be any competitions in July. But then we'll be back with a load in August and September. So the dates will be announced in the next week or so, and then they'll go on sale in kind of towards the end of June. Some exciting ones there. So inspired by the World Series, there's going to be a one-day series event, online series event. So if you fancy taking on a few puzzles in the same day, you're going to have the chance for that. There'll also be a rematch, another combined competition with Puzzle Race in Denmark. So the Swedish competitors will get the chance for a bit of revenge after the Danes won in January. Okay, I think we've got pretty much everyone. Yep. So for people who haven't joined before, it's quite a few new people. We'll do some instructions in English and then briefly in Swedish as well. If there's anything you're not sure about, just drop the questions in the chat. So in a few minutes when we're ready to start, everyone will open their boxes together. Be aware that this one's slightly different. For this brand, the design of the box isn't great, and the picture of the image isn't great. So you've got a printed out copy of the full image. So I'd suggest using that rather than the box. The box isn't the best design, unfortunately. Although I really enjoy the puzzles, the box isn't great. So yeah, so we'll all in a few minutes we'll all open the box together. We'll do a countdown. And then everyone will start. When you're finished, you can just click hopefully your phone or screen looks something like this. When we start, the time will begin. When you're finished, just hit the done button, and your time will be automatically recorded. There's a lot of people tonight. We'll try and catch everyone finishing, but yeah, there's lots of people and lots of new names. So yeah, so we'll try our best. If for any reason the timer's not working, if you're not in the timer, just write done in the chat in the meeting, and your time will be recorded that way. Okej, och så på svenska, om ni inte varit här förut, välkomna. Så om några minuter ska vi öppna lådorna tillsammans, ta ut pusslet, ni kan ta bort plast och allting och sen alltså, ja, och sen ska vi räkna ner 5 till 0 och sen ska vi börja. När du är klar kan du bara knappa på klar på telefonen eller skärmen. Om det inte funkar, om du inte har det här, kan du bara skriva klar i chatten och sen tar vi din tid manuellt. Om det finns några frågor kan ni skriva dem i chatten, annars börjar vi om typ en minut. So I got distracted there with someone holding up a message to someone on the live stream, I think. Let's just check we see everyone's tables. I think we're looking good. Oh, nearly forgot. Wheel of Fortune. So every competition we do a Wheel of Fortune, give someone the opportunity to win an extra puzzle. So lots of names today. So let's see who it is. Marina, congratulations. There we go. Okay, and let's put that back up. Okay, I just need to get my timers up. Okay, so let's go ahead, open the box and see what we've got tonight.
Ooh, that looks interesting.
See, we've got Graham in the chat again. Hi, Graham. Great to see you back. Good, going to be keen to see your predictions, which are always very accurate. Yeah, you can go ahead and take the plastic off the box, but then yeah, just leave the puzzles inside. And once everyone is ready, we'll make a start.
Everyone is holding their breath.
Sorry, just finding my cursor. Okay, right. Okay, so we'll do a countdown and we'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Puzzle! Go, 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 go! Please tell me what the puzzle is, because
Okay,
I'm...
so here's the box. This is the brand. I think it's pronounced Libellud, Libellud. I'll show it up for the live stream as well. And so it's the range is called Dixit. So it's a kind of spin-off from a board game. So there's a board game called Dixit, and they did a spin-off of puzzles, and this one is called Richness. Yeah, and so they're kind of really beautiful illustrations. The whole board game is very much based on these illustrations. So in fact, inside these puzzles, you get an extra kind of card that you can use within the board game. And yeah, really kind of lovely kind of original illustrations. I've done quite a few of this series, and they're really good fun. Anything you recognise? Nothing. So nothing you've tried before, or yes, yep. So you've got lots of different areas, different areas you can work on. Lots of different sections, and then yeah, some of the kind of repeated lines and shelves and bars. So yeah, I think lots and lots of different ways to potentially approach this. Yeah, yeah. There's I remember doing those fairly late on, later than I thought I might have done, because you think they could be quite a useful thing to frame of reference to use quite early on. But I seem to remember, yeah, doing those fairly late. I think, yeah, the lighter coloured books, the yellow, the kind of light blue, and also that the section in the top left with the hills and the kind of sky stands out pretty well, because it's quite different to the kind of other sections.
Yeah, I think I also kind of like this lighter blue. I think white is also pretty good color to separate in this puzzle. Like, yeah, I honestly thought that this is something like this would be not sold anywhere. I just found it for €3 in one of the online shops in Finland.
For €3.
Yeah, I
Ah,
think
okay.
it's really like that they're really like they try to get rid of their stock, might be.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, there's quite a big range of there'll be some more kind of available in the Puzzle Rush shop soon as well, because there's a kind of like a big range of both 500 and 1,000 pieces, and they're all like I say, really some really nice illustrations.
I would love this puzzle for pairs because there's a lot of like colors you can communicate. If you
Hmm.
happen to have like one of those pairs where the other one sorts, then would be quite nice for that.
Yeah. I think maybe the trickiest bit, as I remember, the leaves can be quite tricky.
Yeah, yeah, they're
Um,
gonna confuse a little bit because they're in such a big area on that corner.
yeah. Cool. Let's start taking a look around. Okay, so on screen we've got two people joining us the first time, Alma and Amanda. Welcome. Great to have you here. So yeah, let's see. Alma sorting out, I think, all the edges there. Annabelle also sorted out the edges and making a start. Um, yeah, Amanda just trying to look a little sideways. But yeah, also doing that initial sort.
I have to give credit on Amanda's table and placement because I could not. I could not. I'm too old to be on a such a low table.
Well, we say that, yeah. Happy birthday for last week. Just turned had
Yeah,
an
thank
important
you.
birthday.
I had 30 years old. Think about that.
Okay, let's move to the next group.
Which I think now I'm actually moving one age group in at least on EJJs if I would participate. How sad is that?
Yeah, yeah. I remember. I had the same thing last year, although it was moving up into a slightly more advanced age group, should we say? Okay. So on screen we have Anime working on the edge there, with the unicorns helping out.
Unicorns!
And yeah, always fascinated by this table with the kind of yeah, both the kind of transparent part and the wooden bit. It's good to have maybe good to have two different kind of surfaces that you can use for different kind of coloured sections.
Yeah, definitely. For some odd reason I've never seen Anime's table before. This is the first time.
Ah.
I'm very surprised.
We have Britta, another first timer. Welcome. Great to have you here. Can see, looks like, yeah, some of the kind of light blue. Got a pile of light blue kind of pieces at the top. Maybe the book or that kind of waterfall. But those pieces stand out nicely. And we have Camilla, some good kind of sections sorted out, some good nice piles coming together there, orange and green and red.
Yeah, looking now everybody's table, I actually realize how much there is colors that has somehow reflection to green or kind of like a brown. they are more visible to me when I look at the picture. It feels like, oh, there's like this more red and more orange. But when I'm looking now at this, just all pieces spread out, they are actually pretty similar in a way that there is few things only that actually stand out looking from this far.
Yeah, I mean the green, there is a lot of green. I think there's quite a difference in the color, and you also have some texture. So there's quite the kind of top left section with the grass and the hills. It's quite as from what I remember, it's quite kind of easy to see that texture versus the the leaves and the you've got a couple of green books in there as well.
Yeah, definitely look maybe more at the texture first rather than just a color. Because if you give your brain an instruction for the green, then it doesn't actually know what green. Because we don't have different word, like we cannot verbalize to ourselves the differences between different green colors, but we can definitely go more for the texture and patterns.
Oh, that's a really interesting way of seeing it. Okay, on screen now we have Caroline. Special welcome. She was the winner of the competition at the SM, guessing the number of pieces in the jar. So
Ooh.
this is the so yeah, fantastic work there. So this is the this is the competition entry she won as part of that competition. Oh, another special welcome, Charlene, in Switzerland. She runs the Puzzly online competitions in Switzerland. I was fortunate enough to take part of my first one of those last week on a red table. So yeah,
Ooh.
kind of very very different surface there. And Amelia, of course. Apologies to Amelia. Another portrait puzzle for you. I know. I'll try and get some landscape ones in for you, but yeah, another portrait one today. So yeah, a lot of those again. Most of the frame done, and some of those lots of those light blue pieces sorted out.
I'm actually interested in maybe if Caroline is available afterwards. I want to just know how did she make the guess on that pieces in the jar? If there was some kind of logic behind it.
No,
What?
apparently not. Apparently no logic whatsoever. Just a pure guess. It was very interesting to see the different ways that people did try and work that out.
No luck, all skill.
Just gut feeling and okay.
Yeah, but some people have like very this kind of like intuitive in a way that they're not actually guessing. They're just not able to explain what is the source of their knowledge or logic, and they just get it right. You know, like people who are really good, for example, with mental calculations, they may not always be able to actually do the formulas if you ask them, but they just know the answer.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And no, definitely some people just can have an intuition when it comes to those kind of things that just can be really impressive. Okay, on screen now we have Freya. Lots of the edge done. One of those kind of the orange or yellow book in the centre.
Yeah, yellow book definitely over there.
But looking good. Uh, Hannah looking good. The frame pretty much complete. Hannah's hopefully join us a bit later to talk about. I'm not sure if you know Amelia, but we were organising the marathon in August, which went in Gothenburg, which went on sale and sold out on Saturday. So lots of people here tonight are going to be coming to that. So we might have a little chat about that later. And on that theme, we have Heather, who is going to be the captain of the team coming over from the UK. So it's going to be fantastic to see a group of guzzlers and associated people coming over for the marathon in the summer.
Yeah, that's super nice. And we have actually, I'm looking, do we actually have the full edge finished?
I think
I
so.
mean, like,
maybe
Maybe there's one
maybe one
missing.
space there, but pretty much done. And
Have
then
you
yeah,
ever had that experience where you do a 500 piece puzzle, like a speed puzzling, and you actually manage to get all the edges?
I don't think so. I went through when I first started kind of speed puzzling. I went through a period of trying to do that, trying to get to the point where I could sort and not miss any. But I soon realised that to do it at a to keep the pace up, you like it was virtually impossible to not miss a couple. So
Yeah, like impossible. Just purely impossible.
I'm not either. I can't, I don't think it's probably ever happened that I've had that I haven't missed any. But you know,
So I have a crazy fact. I hope this is correct because I didn't actually watch the interview, but I heard that Andrea Bang, when she was in the Finnish championship, that she said in her interview after the final that she actually, while she flips and sorts, she also counts if she has all the edges, and if she has all 86, she will start with the edge.
wow.
Who can count? Like already for me, flipping a sorting is like enough. I could not count like how many have I picked up and in my hand, and especially if I'm using both hands. Like that is just
Well, now
pure.
you say that, I think when I was doing that, I was actually practicing that as well. But yeah, it just yeah, again, the number of times I lost count at about 50 was made me think that it's probably not the way to go. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Graham saying he's successfully got all the edge pieces twice out of about 900 attempts. So yeah, that's about your odds of getting it, I think. Okay, speaking of guzzlers, we've got Jodie on screen there with the frame pretty much done, and then working with that the blue book on the left hand side. Got Ida with a section of that kind of top left grass, and oh, in fact, both Idas with a section of that kind of top left done, and then Ida Nordine with yeah, good work on those books. So that kind of stack of books, and then the other light blue books in the corner also coming together as well as that book on the left. So yeah, Ida looking really good there.
It seems like most people are starting the same way, that we are kind of working with the edges and then just the middle part with a couple of the books.
Yeah, I think it's quite a nice actually. There's not kind of too many large sections or repeated sections. I think it's a good. It's kind of one I know. I'm pretty sure that I'd be starting with the edges too.
Yeah, I'm always looking for the surprise of like somebody doing the puzzle in a way that I did not expect.
Yeah, we've got a lot of people to see. I'm sure there's someone who's doing something slightly different. Okay, we have Yuli with yeah, good, nice sorted out pile there of light blues and then of oranges and yellows. Karin here for the first time. Fantastic welcome. With a good progress on the edge. And then Cotta with looks like that top left hand section working on the greens. Of course, of course she'd be working on the greens. What else would she start with? Yeah, but all looking like
I like
good.
how Julie started with the white part that I mentioned earlier, because I don't think I've seen that anyone else doing. So it's basically the white part of the book that it's open, I think, quite on the like
Yes.
left.
Yeah, no, that's a very good point. There's not many white sections. There's a few labels and yeah, but that's certainly the biggest section of white on there.
And also seems to be doing those kind of like little parts that have a little bit of like a text on their own different books over there.
Yeah, I think if I remember, it's French text again. So let's see if a bit of French knowledge might come in handy for someone.
You have so much French text in your things that if Cameron would be competing all the time, I would think that there is some kind of deal over here going on.
There does seem to be an amazing in terms of like the smaller brands and the like slightly unusual brands. There's an awful lot coming out of France at the moment, and so yeah, definitely a bit more French text than yeah German text, and haven't had a lot of Finnish text yet, but yeah, you never know. Lynn looking really good there. So with that kind of centre stack of books done, Kristen with most of the frame done, and a kind of large section of sorter piece in the middle. And we have Linda, who did really well last time with that, working on that kind of yeah, the orange and yellow centre section, and some nice sorted piles. The big difference there with Linda and Cotta next to each other. Linda with lots of piles, and Cotta with just everything laid out. That's something I definitely need to get better at. Better at is the sorting.
Yeah, I have realized how bad I am actually finding pieces because it's not necessarily when you're like under 60 minutes solver, it's not that necessary to sort. But I realize when I do pairs or teams, I can't find my pieces because I never practice. Like it makes sense. I just repeat puzzles in a certain way where I never sort. So of course I don't have the skill because I never practice it in a, yeah.
Mm. And in fact, we recently did a. There was a little group of us got online and did the bonus puzzle from the World Series with the monsters. And
Hmm.
we did it a couple of times. The first time I did it in my usual chaotic, just do whatever I happened to see at the time. And the second time we did, like, I thought, okay, this time I'm going to sort it. I'm going to sort out a few bits to start with. Um, and it felt good. It felt like I was a lot more organised, but it was no quicker. Yeah. I need a lot more practice at that before it kind of really has an impact, I think.
Yeah, that's interesting because a lot of people who sort when I have coaching sessions, that's the sentence I always hear, but I feel good. I feel organized.
Mm,
And then it has to come down, but does it impact your performance?
yeah. And I don't know. I think it's yeah, felt calmer and more in control and a bit more yeah, a bit more like I knew what I
Yeah,
was
and
doing any time.
yeah, that can be important. Of course, how you feel usually impacts your performance. But then once again, it's actually the feeling that impacts your performance and not the
Hmm.
way that you did it. So yeah, interesting nuances where you need to know what is actually coming from what.
Yeah, no, absolutely. A nice angle there for Lisa. We've got the
Mhm.
real close up on
Details.
that section. Interestingly, Marlin is probably the most different. There we've seen just that kind of top section being worked on high. So yeah, we've got the kind of the hills, the sky, and now working on that kind of a book section. Louise, hi. We don't see your camera at the moment. I'm not sure if you're able to in a position to kind of just check that and turn it on, but we don't see your picture at the moment. Um,
I do like that big purple piece over there.
oh, there we go. Yeah, thank you, Louise.
Camera also now. Awesome. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, but Marlin, that's kind of a yeah, very methodical. That top section now working on that kind of waterfall.
Holy, yeah, that is very organized. That is like very organized.
Okay, where are we? Just over 21 minutes. So let's keep going around, get around to everyone before we need to start thinking about who might be the front runners. Okay, let's get all of the Marias up.
All the Marias. Totally
So
all the Marias.
yeah, Maria Baker, Maria TB, and Maria Eriksson. All looking good. All with that kind of see similarity there with all of that kind of stack of books in place. but Maria TB with the entire frame done. Maria Eriksson and Maria Baker more working on those kind of islands and those sections, but both looking really good. I think,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely the colourful sections getting into place, and then I think we're going to have the shelf edges, and those darker sections and the leaves are going to be where I'm
Yeah.
seeing a lot of people finish.
And this puzzle actually does have like multiple different shapes of the piece. So I think if it's gonna look towards the end more like cheese with like a lot of holes, I
Mm-hmm.
think that's gonna be a much help that you can just look at the shape rather than the visual clues. Just a wild guess. I don't know what will happen if it will look like that in the end, but
I think it's one of those ones where at the beginning, lots of those colours look the same. The darker colours and the reds and the orange, they all kind of blend in. But when you're down to those pieces, you start to see the difference in the textures, and you get to see you start to notice the differences once that's all you're left with, and you've got rid of the greens and the some of the
yeah.
other colours. Okay, got another first timer, Matilda. Welcome. Looking really good there. Most of the frame done. Those colourful books again, and also that kind of left hand section. Yeah, that's the other kind of orangey book. Marina looking good. Most of the edge done, and that left-hand section. And Miriam working down through those colourful centre books.
Yeah, looking good. I think this is kind of like a warm-up competition for a lot of people going to the Nordic Championship later this week.
Indeed, and I believe you're quite involved. So, do you want to give us the kind of overview of what your role is going to be? Are you competing at all, or is it purely on official duties?
Oh, this is the first time I'm actually not competing at all, so I will be hosting together with Sophia's father on the live stream the whole weekend. So I'm literally just flying all the way to Copenhagen to talk for the whole weekend. And also I'm speed up the coaching program that I run is also the sponsor. So there's gonna be a giveaway where you will get gift cards to use for the services. And I decided that it will be rather raffled rather than given to the winners, because to me, giving winners more coaching as a logic kind of goes against a little bit my principles. So
Oh, great, yeah. And so, yes, so you're a sponsor of the event as Speed Up, and then commentating all the events. Is it a full weekend of
yes,
commentating?
full weekend,
And
all of the rounds.
and any predictions, any thoughts about who might be who to keep an eye on both individually and in terms of the countries?
Well, I have to check the final participant list, but obviously our champions of each country. What I think will be more interesting, instead of just following like individual participants, is to follow the scoring of the countries. Because I think that's more something that it's harder to predict, thus much more fun. To see what country will actually take kind of like the title as the best country in the Nordics this year.
Yeah, absolutely. I think someone posted, it may have been Tobias posted in the week the scores from last year, and it was quite the difference between the individual round and the pairs and the teams was really quite different in terms of the country rankings. And I think
Yeah,
I think Sweden won it on maybe the individual round really. Kind of a really strong performance in one of those rounds can really make a difference to the final standings.
yeah, definitely. So I think that's going to be very interesting to kind of like recap. I'm trying to do a recap after every round, like where we're standing on the country competition as well.
Excellent. on screen now. We've got Sally, we've got Sana, and Sylvia joining first time from Germany. Welcome.
I always
Yep.
love this overview here, like literally an overview.
Yeah. Sana always has a really great view, and yeah, we're seeing. Oh, we've got SJ in the chat rooting for Norway this time. Okay. Any particular reason, SJ, or just wanting to see someone else take it for a change? Well, for to make a difference.
I think Norway has like a lot of individuals who have progressed quite a lot in the last year. There is surprisingly a lot of like development, considering that it's a small country that haven't have like very much like a top speed puzzlers other than Kristen. I think it was great to see also when I was in the Norwegian Nationals.
And is Kristen going this? I'm just bringing up
Yeah,
the. Oh, she's there. Yeah, great.
yes.
Yeah, no, it's going to be it's one of those events where I didn't put it in the calendar, didn't get around to doing my entrance now. Yeah, very very much wish I had because I think it's going to be an amazing event.
And once in a lifetime, and I have a chance to see Kristen actually puzzle a little bit more because we're always on the same round competing, and obviously she's faster though. I always miss that. Depending where the commentators are and how many camera people we have, but obviously a little bit more than usual. I'll take it.
Okay, SJ saying she's got some Norwegian teammates for future marathons. So
Oh,
oh,
I'm on that marathon team. Yes,
oh,
exactly.
Finland is a close second. So okay, SJ certainly not rooting for Sweden this time. I don't know what Sweden have done to get pushed down into a third, fourth, but never mind. Okay, yeah, so that's cool. So she's got um, a marathon plan with some Norwegians. Yeah, quite a few. There's at least I think 10 people coming over for the Puzzle Rush Marathon from Norway, as well as the UK team. So yeah, it's going to be great fun. Here we've got on screen Sixten, one of the really exciting young Swedish puzzlers, looking really good, putting in some amazing times. Check out his time recently for Sea of Red on MSP. Was absolutely stunned by that. We've got Siv joining his first time from Denmark. Welcome, also looking really good. Very similar to Sixten in terms of the areas that are done. SJ saying she's going to root for Sweden in a future year. Thanks for that. Where's the Swiss team at? And we also have Sonia joining first time from Hungary. Fantastic to have you here as well.
I'm getting worried somebody's gonna finish soon.
What are we on? 30 minutes, right? Let's just go around the last few people. So,
I gotta say, not too many surprises today, even as we move forward of like how people are doing the puzzle.
no, we're looking. Yeah, it's looking very similar. Very similar sections complete. Very similar sections that I think are going to be left to last. So yeah, what we see from Tobias there is I think all of the brighter sections done, and the kind of the shelves and the darker sections and the leaves left to do. Yeah, very similar for Thule. And also on screen we have Tapart. It was great to meet you in Munich. Again, looking good. Frame all done. That left hand section done. Yeah, just over 32 minutes. I think this is a yeah. I don't know where would you place this in terms of kind of pick and place? There is some pick and place elements to it, but not a certainly
Mm,
not a. I think it can come in can some of those skills could come in handy, but it's not a heavily pick and place type puzzle.
yeah, I don't think it's too heavy on that. If we think it's a more like defined pick and place where you really look for the detail. Um, of course, this is also not like a crash where you have a crash piece and you're looking at it and you can't be like, oh, it's this part of the crash.
Mhm.
But so you can definitely do look at the piece, but um, it's probably not very efficient for this. You can definitely look at the piece and find a way where it goes, but it wouldn't be my go-to. I think even looking at the shape may come earlier. Just putting pieces that look similar together rather than finding where they go in the image might be even faster.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Um, okay, last two in the alphabets. We have Victoria, Vicky, another one of the UK team for the marathon, coming over in the summer, and we have Civ. Yep, again with similar sections. That kind of top left section with the grass, the waterfall, and some of those colourful books. Okay, hi to Fuji in the chat, saying hurry up anime, you have to sign us up for an event. So I assume there's something
Yeah,
registration opening for something.
it's the marathon also, as Jay was referring to. It opens up today, but it's next year, February.
Okay, which is that a 24 or?
Yeah, 24. So at least I think. I'm like, I just say the yes to everything, and I'm in these group chats, but I don't actually read very well all the messages all the time. I'm just like, yes, good people, fun people, let's have fun time. I don't know what country and where and when, but I'm coming.
Cool. Okay, let's take a little look around some
Is
of the.
Emilia's? No, it's there. My camera wasn't showing for a second. I was worried, but it does show. Wrong alarm. I'm, by the way, surprised to I don't know what's your take on this, but I feel like in Puzzle Rush, where there's a lot of obviously Nordic participants, seems to be more wooden tables than what we see, for example, in EJJs. I would say where majority is white.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that. But yeah, I mean, looking around the tiles now, there's certainly an awful lot of wooden tables there.
I don't know
Um,
if it has something to do with the Nordic interior culture, design, something that we're a little bit more woody.
yeah, I think there's a pretty high chance of that. I think yeah, wooden worktops and wooden tables are pretty much the norm for a lot of people. What are we on? 35 minutes. Still got Anime, Amelia looking really good there. Probably, yeah, close. I think it's close there between Amelia and Anime. Let's take a look. Who else might be in the front runners? Rosa
I
as
think
well.
whoever is able to keep up the speed now and maybe even speed up a little bit will
Yeah.
take win.
No, yeah, absolutely. I think it's getting to the point where can you keep the speed up when you've done the nice bright sections, you get into the kind of using the shape more, you doing the kind of the more difficult, the darker sections.
Yeah, you
Um,
almost need to go now to the mode where you just trust your intuition and don't think too much. Like, it's actually a topic that comes very often these days in my coaching sessions that people don't understand that they do have, if they have done puzzles for years or even a year, they have this intuition. They have so much information their brain is processing. You just don't actively know, like, oh, this piece goes here, because your brain, your subconscious knows it before. So that's why you need to go sometimes in this mode that you just do stuff. You don't know why you're doing it, but the pieces are just going in. Because it is a huge part that what is our brain doing, even though if we're not like knowing.
So how do you bring that into training when it feels like something that's, it's intuition, or just it doesn't feel like something you can necessarily learn other than by practicing? How do you develop that side of things?
Ooh, that's a tricky one. Usually this insight itself changes a little bit people's mindsets towards how they do puzzles. But then, of course, from the practice side, if you really want to think a good practice, then I would probably go more towards some kind of trial and error type of practice. I have few different ones. Just because trial error is, despite the name, it's not actually just random. It actually relies on a lot of times on the intuition. That's why it's also a very effective way of doing puzzle. But when you take the attitude that, oh, I'm just doing trial and error, and then you notice how it works, then that's also proof that it is actually the intuition working. It's not just pure luck, because if it would be mathematically just pure luck, it would not be as efficient as it is.
No, no, that's very true, and I know we talked about the kind of the trial and error, and it's
Yeah, it's more getting the experience of seeing that it's an actual thing. Like a lot of people can agree to it, like, yeah, that makes sense, but they need the experience where they actually realize, like, oh, wow, I was just putting pieces and they went where I tried to put them first before I actually realized that that is the place where it goes.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those counterintuitive things where it feels slower.
Yeah,
But once you start doing it, I think a bit like kind of careful pick and place. It feels slow, but I realise that once I started kind of practicing it, and the actual time it made to kind of my finish times actually had a
yeah.
really good impact. And having that kind of controlled approach, like we see Tobias doing now, you can move in that controlled way, and you can work in that controlled way, but still kind of get have a really good pace for kind of completing it.
Yeah, and that's why I always set goals and I have like different levels for each practice. So when we're talking about pick and practice, people just think like, okay, I'll take a puzzle and I take a picture, like piece, and I look where it goes in the image. But you can actually have more intention to it. For example, put a timer that you have only 5 seconds to find it where it is. And as you get better at that practice, you lower it down to 4 seconds, then you lower it down to 3 seconds. Now we can already calculate if you can put by pick and place a piece in every 3 seconds, everybody understand how fast that is. So you can actually bring more like intention and goals into it, and kind of like these steps of following. Are you getting actually better at this practice or not?
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. Uh, got people coming down to I think Amelia and Anime probably ahead at this point with maybe 30, 40 pieces to go.
Just put the pieces. Ding!
Quite different. So Anime with all of the kind of shell, I think all of the shelves done. Amelia with a few kind of with more kind of spread out gaps. Anime really with that kind of bottom section with the leaves in the dark, and from here it looks like pretty much everything else done. And then yeah, lots of other people with very similar looking kind of holes, lines of uh, kind of line shaped gaps of pieces with around those shelves.
You know what's weird that I just noticed? Everybody has their watch on their left hand. Am I the only one who keeps it on my right hand? Super random, sorry.
No, it's not. I used to have it on my right hand, and then I got told how odd it was so many times that eventually, at some point, I swapped it over because I think it's very, yeah, it's for whatever reason, it's more traditional that if you're right-handed, you have it on your left hand. So I always used to have it on my right hand, but yeah, at some point I switched over. But yeah, you're right. I think everyone we're seeing now has it on their left hands.
So pressure got the best of you.
Yeah,
I'm not changing.
I think Amelia coming down to maybe 10 pieces left.
Oh, this is gonna be really touch and go. Go, go, go. My nerves.
Last few pieces.
Oh my God.
Last section of leave.
Panic is real.
Fantastic.
Ta-da!
There we go. Amazing
Ding.
work, Amelia. 42:22. Fantastic time. Congratulations
Whoop, whoop.
on a portrait one as well. Should be very happy.
And I think
I
enemy is
think
coming
Anime,
right.
not Anime,
It's like
not far
two
behind at
pieces, I
all. Last few
think.
pieces. There we
Yes.
go. Yeah, brilliant work, Anime. Well done.
Ding.
Ooh,
I
time.
think that as this sports goes forward, I think eventually in the next 5 years we're gonna have this like one specific speed puzzler who will always turn the vertical ones into horizontal and just do them that way. You know, kind of like a Topias Bremer with the pick and place, but we're gonna have a player who always does the verticals as a horizontal. We don't
Well,
have one yet, but I think we will.
I think Andrea, didn't she do the Finnish final one?
There are some people who definitely do that sometimes, but I don't think we have one who would do it like kind of like always as a
No.
default. We just need to find somebody who hates vertical puzzles enough.
Oh,
And then I can
yeah, you're right. Yes, yeah.
and then I can give that person one of those hoodies of mine that says make horizontal great again. It has nothing to do with puzzles, but so many people has been like trying to decipher what does it mean, and that comes often on a puzzle events that it must be about those goddamn vertical puzzles.
Okay,
Awesome. We
Anime
got
dropping off.
everybody's time working. Yeah.
So yeah, Amelia 42:22, Anime 43:10, but I think she had issues with the timer, so that will drop down a little bit. Freya looking good, potentially for third place. Just looking around to see if there's anyone else. And then yeah, looking close behind her, between Rosa, Hannah, Ida, Tobias, all looking pretty much together. I think Freya's got hopefully or close to getting third place wrapped up. And then yeah, looking a lot of people looking around the screen, a lot of people yeah in very similar positions after that.
Yeah, this feels like one of those puzzles that maybe you have a little bit like a quick start and then it slows down a little bit towards the end.
Yeah, although I think people have kept the pace up really well because what are we now
Yeah.
45 minutes. So even though the end is quite tricky, people are getting good times and the pieces are still going in. I think because it's not flat color. You've got those kind of you've got the shelves until pretty much at the end. Oh, congratulations, Freya! Freya takes third place, 45-41. Fantastic work. Yeah, there's I think it's that the bottom left corner that's kind of dark, and you've got the leaves where there's less, not a lot else going on at that point to work with. But until then, you've got the shelves and the bars and the books and things.
Yeah, if there's people who ever take time lapses of their speed puzzling, I recommend it's very interesting if you take a look at multiple of them and see how far are you at the puzzle when you're kind of like a halfway of your total time.
Hmm.
It can be very telling sometimes.
And do you see that a lot generally? Is there a big kind of time drop off between the first half and the second half, even with something that maybe
Um,
doesn't have the kind of clear
I would
distinction
say
between the hard part and the easier part?
depends of course in the puzzle. What I'm actually most interested in is that if the person, for example, has done that puzzle twice, usually they are still on the same mark. Let's say, for example, the first half an hour or something, and whether they did the puzzle in 45 or 55 minutes, in both times they were at the same spot at that half an hour. So I look for these kind of things. It really depends, of course, in the background. I wouldn't say that there is something to look for as a rule of thumb for everybody, because it really depends on the image and your style of puzzling, of course. But
Yeah, of
I'm just
course.
saying it generally, looking that kind of marks instead of just looking at the time lapse at all, or the total time or stuff like that. But looking a little bit deeper into the data and like what's going on, and also comparing two people. So you can compare really fast speed puzzler and somebody who is a bit slower. Also, they are often until like 20 or 30 minutes at the same speed. And then that's what we usually talk about. Like it's about who is able to keep up the speed, because I would say even people who have like 20 minutes difference in the average times, they can be actually exactly on the same speed for the first 15 to 30 minutes.
Right.
And I would say
Yeah.
that's probably the most common case, and that's why I also sometimes compare my own time lapses when I analyze somebody else's video, in case I have actually done it.
I think Rosa getting really close now. Just a few pieces left. Looks like she's going to be able to take fourth place. But oh, actually, Ida's really close as well. Very tight
Nice
between
work with
Rosa
both
and
of
Ida.
hands over there. Both hands picking up pieces. Oh, I also do that I put the last pieces on the top. Yeah. Amazing.
Excellent. Well done, Rosa.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah, 49.05. Fantastic work. And
Yeah.
then, yeah, we're going to start getting people coming in thick and fast now. I think Hannah close. Oh, Ida just putting the last couple of pieces. Oh, hidden under the hidden under the poster. Fantastic. Yeah, Ida done as well. Amazing work. Okay, let's just find a couple of people to bring up, and then maybe we can have a chat to some of our winners. I think
Yeah.
Anna's dropped off, but yeah, Emilia, if you're around, it'd be great to have a chat.
I'm here.
Woo!
Hi, congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. That was very difficult, but and especially in the end. So I thought for like a few moments that Anime would take it, but I'm very glad I did.
Yeah, it was really, really close to the end. Yeah, and got to have something to challenge you occasionally. Can't give you anything too easy. And yeah, keep giving you the portrait ones for you to practice on as well.
That's good. I need to practice those.
So
How
yeah,
did you like the brand? Was this a new one for you as well?
Yes, it was new. I don't know what I think. Probably not my favorite. I don't know. It just didn't go so smoothly that I would have wanted it to go. But yeah, it had um, some pieces that you could recognize, but I also had some false fits in the and pieces that could go into somewhere they didn't belong, and that made it more difficult. So probably not my favorite French.
Gave you too much hardship on your gave you too much hardship on your, what did you do? The 42 minutes? Something around that time?
Yeah, 42-22.
Nice.
Yeah, that's great. Don't think you need to be too disappointed about that.
No, I'm still happy. But yeah, it could have been better.
And
Was this
then
a good practice for you for the Nordic Championship? Because I know you're coming.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's good to like switch brands, even though it's Ravensburger. I think it's helpful to do another brand for the competition.
Yeah, I think it creates a little bit different, this is probably very incorrect terms, but I think it challenges your brain. So maybe some like new neural connections also happen when it's not the same that you're always used to. Even if it's like a cut or something we don't necessarily, not everybody even pays attention to. But our brain is processing, so I think it's good to do different brands, and then it's kind of like when you do a different kind of squat at the gym. So it's kind of same, but it's kind of different, and it's good to do that.
Yeah, because now when you know some pieces from Ravensburg, you just know I know them straight away. Then you don't have to look at the image that much, but if you use a different brand, then you really need to pay attention to the colors and not the cut as much.
Yeah. What's your goal for the Nordic Championship? You were second in the Swedish Championship, then you were the best Swede in the World Series. So what's going to happen at the Nordics?
I'm still disappointed though. It will not be unreleased in the individual competitions, so I think that will not work in my advantage. Because I think I'm faster and have a better chance if everyone's doing it as a first try. So both the Swedish Championship and the World Series was first tries all over. So so since I found out that the individual will not be unreleased, I think I have to change my goals a bit.
Yeah, that's true, because if you just simply don't have that puzzle, there is not too much you can do. Because also memorizing all of the puzzles that you have that are published, we're talking about hundreds of puzzles.
I don't think I'm up to 100 yet.
Yeah, but in the catalog, like hypothetically, you could have like 100 puzzles and still not have that one specific one that will come up. So then like you can't really do that kind of like a memory. What you can do is choose 5 and hope for your luck and really memorize those. But I think that's the max you can do if we're talking about like really optimizing.
Yeah, but I do hope it will be some of the puzzles I hope will be new catalog, because I don't have all of them. So it will be a new puzzle for me, but I know a lot of people have done many of them, so that's why it will not be work in my advantage.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they choose now, as they're not going to be unreleased, and there's not many from this year's catalogue that haven't been used somewhere. So will they manage to get the US puzzles? Will they manage to get some from from one of the other championships? So yeah, it's difficult to get a good set that's going to be fair when so many of them now have been used in at least one of the other championships.
But I do have to tell you, because I know we had the same conversation before the Swedish Championship final. You said you had no chance at podium, and I told you yes you do. And I'm gonna tell you that again, because I have also done it, that I had a puzzle that I haven't done before in the pairs, with different situation, but still competing against people who have done it. It is not impossible, so I think you can surprise us all again. So don't just kind of like, oh, well, it's published puzzle, no can do, because I think you can still even do, even if it was your first time attempt, you can pull it off. If anybody can pull it off, it's you. So.
Yeah, I don't think any of us will be surprised to see you right up there on the in the Finnish results list.
Yeah, I will do my best, of course. Still fight through it, keep pushing, and we will see which placement it will be. But I'm also very excited for the peers event, because I'm pairing up with Madeleine from Stockholm, and
Oh,
we will
that's
have
a strong pair. That's a good. Yeah, I can
and we
imagine you're
will have
excited
a
about
quick
that.
practice on Friday evening, and then go straight into it on a Saturday. And we also we want to get to the podium if we yeah, do our best. Maybe it's possible.
So have you ever puzzled before together before, or will it literally be
No,
the first time will be the practice the day before?
it will be one practice. I think we can only manage one practice because I will arrive quite late, and then the peers competition is like 11, I think, on Saturday, and it's not so much time between the individual and peers, so it will be straight into it almost.
Amazing. Just to keep you up to date, I had quite a few more finishers. We had Ida, Hannah, Tobias, Sixton, Thule, and Siv all finishing within a few minutes of each other. So Siv last, and yeah, lots more people coming up to the close. And then yeah, glad to see you'll be back in Gothenburg in the summer for the marathon as well. And
Yes,
that's
I
looking
will.
like another kind of strong team. So I think you, Freya, Tobias, Anna, is it Sarah? Yeah, looking like a really strong team. Is that your first marathon?
Yes, it will be my first, and then we will go to Denmark as well in October, I think.
Oh, cool.
Sort of the same team, I think. A few changes, but it will be very fun to try it, and I think it will be amazing.
Fantastic. Yeah, actually, I think Hannah's around as well. Hannah, who's also the marathon. Hannah, I don't know if you want to jump in. Have a quick chat about the marathon as well.
Hi.
Yeah,
I'm
so
going to drink water while you talk, so.
Yeah. So yeah, you hear me?
yes, we do. Yeah. So just having a very brief chat about the marathon. Obviously, yeah, went on sale, opened up on Saturday, sold out very quickly, which was yeah, great to see. And yeah, so I think as introduced on Instagram, you've been instrumental in organising it. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting event.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it. I am super excited. And it's been a lot of fun. And we're so happy that so many people wanted to come and join. So yeah.
Yeah, both. Yeah, from obviously lots of people in Sweden, but even people coming. Yeah, we've got the UK team coming across. Got a lot of people coming from Norway. So yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's been great fun. Yeah, picking the puzzles, looking through all of the catalogs, and hopefully we found some yeah really good range of things that people are gonna really enjoy.
Yeah, Emilia, do you have any like guess or preference for puzzles that you would like to show up on a marathon?
No, any puzzle will be great.
Yeah. Will you meet up before, or how will you do any practice, or will you just come here and puzzle?
Like the team.
Yes.
We haven't talked about it, but I think I will have rested a bit because I haven't rested from puzzles since I don't know when, and since I'm going to Worlds, I will have to practice a lot. But I think I don't know if I can keep my hands off puzzles for a whole week, but maybe a goal will be to have one total week of rest in July, maybe June. But yeah, we will. I don't know if we will meet up and practice. Otherwise, we have to practice like separate and then just come there and ace it.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you talk about like how we been like thinking when we picked the puzzle, Robert?
No, I haven't really spoken about it at all yet. So yeah, do you want to give a kind of little introduction to the process?
Yeah, I mean, we started to just like kind of make a mood board, it's like these are nice puzzles, and then we actually broke it down. We created like what to call like different categories and like different skill sets, because we wanted to have a good variation, in the puzzles that will show up, and that I think something that suits everyone, and everyone should have a puzzle that they think like, oh, this is my type of puzzle, and like with different kind of media and so as well. Anything you want to add, Robert?
No, just to say that it's with it being 1,000 pieces, there's so much more choice. It's a lot more. It's a completely different. It's a very different task to doing it for 500s, because the range of 500s is so much more limited. It's more a case of just trying to find enough things that are out there, that there's enough copies of that you might be able to use. But with the thousands, you've really got a kind of you've got so much choice in terms of brands, in terms of styles. So it's very refreshing to be able to do that, but also it makes it tricky, because you then have to decide between all of these possibilities.
I mean, there were so many puzzles. I mean, as I said, I think we have puzzles for 2, 3, 4 coming marathons up, because like it was very easy finding good puzzles there.
And so
Yeah,
and then Amelia, you're the one you're kind of one that registration opens for today. So that's a 24-hour one in the start of next year.
Yes, it's in February.
And that is you and Anami and Fruji and.
We have different teams. So I'm in same team with the SJ, Katrin. Then we have Mara
Okay.
and Anna from Germany. We have Lineberg and Veronica. So, and some other people that I'm very apologize. Who did I forget? We just got this team together this weekend, and I only read the messages today, so please forgive me. But it's the
That's
best
right.
team ever.
Of course. A few more finishers. We've had Jodie, Ida, Matilda, and Annabelle all finishing just over the hour, so we're at 1:05 now. And people coming in thick and fast. So exciting times ahead. So Nordics, and maybe a bit of a break after that. I don't know if then Dutch Championships, where some of us are going to. So that should be a lot of fun, I think. And then maybe a little summer break before the next round of competitions. Cool. Thanks, Amelia. Congratulations for tonight. It was amazingly well done on a tricky one. And all the best for the weekend. Hope you have a fantastic time. And looking forward to seeing you on the live streams.
Thank you very much. Thank you for a great competition.
Cheers. You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
See you next time. Bye.
See you.
And let's jump and say hello to Freya if you're still here.
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, congratulations. Well done.
Thank you.
Third place, 45-41.
Yes, very happy with that time today. I'm very, very tired.
Okay. How did you find it? Anything? Had you seen this brand before or tried it?
I have seen the picture, I think, on my speed puzzling, but I haven't tried the brand or the image before.
And how did you find it?
I think it was kind of a hard image. It's like a lot of lines, and I'm really bad with lines. But it was fun. I think almost everyone started with the same things, like the bright colors, and then ended with the shelves and the green stuff on the shelves.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of very similar holes left at the end all the way through. Yeah, let's look around now. It's that kind of bottom left-hand corner with the leaves that seems to be the place to finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, very similar ways. I don't think we had any surprises today. It's almost like people started the similar way and kind of ended up as well.
Yes, and it's also like you said before, it's a kind of a blurry picture, so it's not like sharp, which makes it even harder to see on the pieces the different things. Go Marina! Finish!
Excellent, well done, Marina. So Marina in 16th place. Fantastic work. And so yeah, looking forward to the weekend. Any wishes, any preferences in terms of the kind of thing we might see there?
No, yeah, I want to see, like, a dream would be one of the U.S. Nationals puzzles or something that people have not had the chance to do yet, even if I know some have had them, but or the one they had in the UK with the camper van. I really like that image, and I want it.
Yeah, that's true. I guess we could have the not so keen on the finals one from the UK.
Yeah,
Lots of
but I think we will receive some old ones, because I think it will be Ravensburger who have chosen it. So
yeah, that did seem to be the impression from the post they put out. It was a choice from Ravensburger. So yeah, let's see what they've decided to go with.
So see you, Fred, again, maybe.
Panda pair, maybe.
Yeah, or the red panda, or
I'm waiting for the sweet little otter. That's my ultimate. I want to see in a competition and people's reactions to it.
Which one did you say?
The sweet little otter. It's like a
black,
black. It's almost like a black. It's not a black and white image, but technically it is, because there's only black and white. But
or one of the new ones with the animals.
Yeah.
Also very pretty.
I would actually like one of those, like, for example, the horse, and there's like a small kitten on top of the horse, I think, or something like that. One of those new ones. I haven't seen too many people doing them, but maybe that's because I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want one of those.
No, I think your tastes, Amelia, are quite different when it comes to the kind of puzzles you're hoping will show up compared to most people. I know you love the hard ones showing up in the competitions.
Yeah, but I also like not the most easy ones, like a bit more tricky, but not so tricky that Amelia would like them.
Yeah, and then also signed up for the marathon in the summer. Is that your first marathon event?
Yeah, it will be my first.
Oh, fantastic!
Very fun.
Yeah, can't wait. So excited to yeah, it's been a lot of work getting it together, but yeah, it's going to be so exciting and great to get everyone together.
Yeah, it will be fun.
You have a lot of first-time marathon teams there, apparently.
Yeah, well, I don't think, as far as I know, there hasn't been one in Sweden before.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
So there's been, I know Maria and Marina travelled down to the EJJ one last year that we were at.
Yeah, Tobias have been in the French
of course,
one.
Yeah. Tobias has been to the big kind of 24-hour ones and things. So yeah, but other than that, I think it's for a lot of people it's going to be a new experience, which is again really exciting.
Yeah, so it's up to you and Hannah to choose not monster puzzles.
Well, I think if it were up to me, you would get like 12 skies, but you have Rob that vetoed that, so yeah.
Maria just listening. Yeah, I think we've been pretty good at kind of splitting it up between yeah, getting a few other things apart from skies in there just to split up a bit. No, not
Yeah.
too many skies.
No. Yeah, but I think it's I'm very happy that we managed to put the marathon together because I mean when you talk to people, in Sweden that's been doing puzzling, like, a lot of people have been like, oh, we want to do a marathon, but there's nowhere, there's very few marathons to go to. And so yeah, I'm very, very happy that people decided to like sign up for ours. And we
Yeah,
don't
and obviously, we kept it fairly. We didn't really know what the interest would be like. We didn't know how many people would be there, so it's kept the first one relatively small, to make sure we could organise it and pull it all off. But yeah, hopefully if it's the interest is there like it seems to be, and it all goes off well, it'll be the first of many.
Yeah. And if you want a bigger one, I have a good venue for it. So
Ooh,
if you
okay.
want to come to Lund.
So okay, yeah, in Lund, okay, yeah.
Yeah. All my colleagues said after I came back from Swedish Nationals, so when are we hosting a puzzle competition?
Well,
Yeah.
feel free to organise another one because yeah, that's the only downside of organising it is that you don't get to compete yourself. So yeah,
Yeah.
always happy to see another one pop up.
Oh, we have another finish over there.
A few more finishers. Yeah, Maria, Sanna, Sonia, Lisa all finishing. So we're up to 22 finishes. Really good.
How many are puzzling today?
I think there are 44, 45.
So halfway?
Yes, yeah. And just over halfway in time, so just coming up to 1 hour 45. I think. Oh, looks like Sonia's got an extra piece.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and so Hannah also heading down to the Nordics at the weekend. I know what the dream. No, I know the dream puzzle you've got for that.
No, it's not a sky. No, but I really hope that they will take one of the Paris puzzles from Canada last year. I mean, in Sweden we got the one with the one we had in the Paris final. They had a in their semifinal, like with the turtle, and I think it's like Ocean Treasures or something. That is my dream puzzle. So I'm crossing my fingers that we will get something from a US catalog or the Canada's catalog, and not like something that I think the nightmare would be to get a postcard puzzle because they are so quick and everyone knows them so well, and I think then it basically comes down not to skill but about who made the puzzle most recently, the most times.
Yeah, and then I think the market this year's kind of markets. Oh, well done, Charlene. Congratulations. Yeah, I think the markets everyone's been doing a lot and probably slightly they've showed up a couple of times. I think all of them. Maybe not the boat. I'm not sure the boats has kind of been used yet, but all of the other ones.
It's too hard. It's like a puzzle for Emilia.
Yeah.
But I actually think that the one showed up in Austria's competition and like one of the qualification rounds for pairs. But yeah, we'll see. Could be that one coming in the pairs final. We'll see.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't think it'll be the Sea of Red again. So that's yeah, the boats is a possibility, I guess. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So it's the teams that's unreleased. So it's gonna be interesting to see. So an interesting unreleased teams one for the Norwegian Championships. So it's gonna be gonna be interesting to see what they go for.
Yeah, but I saw that one of the US puzzles showed up in the final in Austria as well.
Yeah. So
I like that at least this year, in my opinion, in all of the championships, it has been harder to predict what they will choose because it has been completely mixed. Even inside one event, there has been kind of like a mix of puzzles. So I actually prefer that rather than that it's populist and predictable.
Yeah, me too.
yeah.
Even if unreleased is the best.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Freya, what do you hope to have for kind of like image in the Nordics?
Yeah, I would also like to have one from the US catalog or the one from the UK nationals with the camper vans, like a pretty busy puzzles, not a landscape, not a photo.
Yeah.
So nothing like last year.
Yeah, nothing like last year.
Oh yeah, last year was just I think it was all photos, wasn't it?
Yeah, all photos and all landscapes.
Yeah, I think we had the Dolomites or something, the mountains, and
Yeah.
then we had like just the Pears puzzle.
Lighthouse.
I didn't like that one. It was just a lighthouse and just a blue
Yeah.
sky. Sky was most of it.
Yeah, maybe it was Hannah's dream puzzle.
I actually quite enjoy it. We got that at one of the Stockholm competitions in individuals. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked the one that we got in teams. You know, with the
The
I was
small
like-
thing, yeah.
yeah, with like the mirror image. I was like, oh, this is wonderful. I love this. And one of my teammates was like, I hate this puzzle. It's very like you have different opinions and it's fun. But I mean, I actually liked it that they had photos because you rarely see photos now in the puzzle competitions.
No. And I also really like they had like different kind of styles the next day. So
Yeah.
like with open, it was completely different. So I think that was good to have like different kind of images because it was a lot of the same participants for both days.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see if the for the actual Nordics will try to pull like maybe some puzzles from like the US catalog and then for the open championship to just have it from their own European catalog and maybe you get those like older, more well-known puzzles.
In a week's time we know.
Yes.
Mhm. Just 5 days. We have all the answers.
Are you flying down, Emilia, or?
Yeah, flying as usual.
And any predictions from any of you for who's going to take the individual title?
Oh, it will probably be a tough race.
I'm just gonna say Kristin because
Yeah.
Kristin. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, do I need to add something on it?
No, not really.
I don't mean it that way, but I have to say like it almost like she's just really good.
I think she will keep the title from last year.
Yeah.
But I think there will be a lot of puzzlers who will be very close.
Yeah, I think that the margin between
Yeah, the gap is
first and
closing.
second place the gap exactly it will close. So I think you're gonna have like more people up there in the top competing about it, and I think it also comes down to do you have a bad day? Do you have this really good day where you're just in the zone and in the flow?
Yeah. And I think it will very much depend on what the image we get. Like you said before, or I think it was maybe the other Emilia, if we get some image that some people have done a lot of times recently, then it's hard to beat that if you haven't been practicing that specific one.
Yes.
Hard but not impossible.
Exactly.
Or would I say like unlikely but not impossible?
It depends on the who have done it and what kind of puzzle. I don't think anyone can beat Victor in a competition in postcard New York.
No, and I think it's I mean, if one of the really one of the really fast puzzlers actually done that puzzle that we will get in the final as a practice puzzle like this week, I think that will play a role in the end final result. So yeah, but I mean, at least the good thing is that now we have Ravensburger and have such a big catalog, so it's a bit harder to predict
Yeah.
puzzle to get.
Yeah, because I remember still like back 2 years ago when I did the World Championship predictions. It was so easy to me because the catalog amount of new puzzles almost matched with how many puzzles they needed to have at Worlds.
Yeah.
It wasn't some magical speculation of mine. It was just pure math. Just take away the ones that like would be never used, like Too Hard or Disney puzzles, and you ended up with the exact amount of puzzles.
Yeah. And you knew it would be that year's catalog and
Yeah, because on that year I just based like, well, I said it's mathematics. It was just based on historical data, and they had done that 2 years prior, that it was always on the same year's catalog. Now they obviously have changed that, which is good because one reason to do predictions back then was that they will actually react to that and do it a more unpredictable way. But yeah, but it was like really easy. It was just 2 rules and everything was just like match.
So are you doing any kind of prediction? Are you doing a prediction video for the Nordics, or have you thought much about it, or?
I don't do predictions anymore, mainly because it doesn't really impact on performance that much, or it gives somebody an unfair advantage if it's under a paywall. So I don't do that for that reason. But no, I don't think I will be doing prior. I think I will be doing a video from there. I had this little dream that I would be interviewing the champions and giving like their tips on each round, but we'll see. I have something cooking.
Excellent. A few more finishers. Had Miriam Alma, Miriam Weiser, Lynn and Tippart all finishing in the last few minutes. We're just coming up to 1 hour 25. Yeah, still seeing a familiar pattern in terms of the sections people working on last.
Yep. Looks pretty familiar.
Yes, but I will have to leave now, but it was really nice. I mean, do you have any like last questions, Freya, about the marathon or anything?
anything specific we should practice?
I mean, maybe Amelia should, do a prediction, what kind of like puzzles she think that Rob and I have picked. And you can ask her like, what's your trick? Like, what's your, yeah.
But you're choosing different kind of brands?
Yeah, so some of the brands will be announced. So we've worked out a sponsorship with some brands. So they will be announced in advance, and then some will be a surprise for the day. So yeah.
And will you have puzzles with different piece counts?
That's that. I couldn't possibly give you any of that kind of information. That's there's certain there will be some rounds in there that have a little twist to them. Let's say that for now.
Yeah.
You need better media training. That was a horrible answer.
Okay.
Just learn. No comment, Judge.
No comment. No.
I mean, I can't really comment on, but then like I won't tell you exactly, but there will be something.
No, but I think we have found like a good mix, like both hard ones and both like puzzles that are probably very easy, but I think you need a bit of the mix, because I mean you are gonna puzzle for 10 hours, and yeah, and if you just do really, really hard puzzles all the time. I mean, if it's, if we were to say with, the 500 pieces, you do the sea otter, you do the panda, you do the red panda, and you take all this, like, the Red Sea, and like the Sea of Red, and, the boat market. I mean, in the end, you're just going to be exhausted,
Yeah,
Yeah.
if I can give one tip, I don't think it's that much of what puzzles you choose, but pay attention to order that you put them, considering how people usually do breaks, because some marathons happen to have that some people get to do all the easy puzzles and some people always go back and they have the hard puzzle there again. And because hard puzzle takes so much longer, then they just end up doing that. The next one is easy, but they're already gone. I think that's more common that people dislike the order of the puzzles rather than the puzzles chosen.
Yeah, and I think we have actually already decided on the order, and I think we did manage to do a pretty good mix in there. What do you say, Rob?
I think so. I hope so. Yeah, I think we're pretty confident that the order we've got is going to be a fun one. Good mix of things, and yeah, keep people entertained and challenged throughout the whole 10 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I will say good night and thank you so much for the competition. It was really fun.
Cool. Cheers.
Thank
Speak soon.
So,
Bye.
Yeah, and I should also go and have some dinner and then go to sleep because I haven't slept for a week. So
Okay. Yeah. Well,
I need to
congratulations.
the weekend.
Yeah. Congratulations for tonight, and yeah, all the best for the weekend. I'm sure you'll do. Sure you'll do brilliantly.
Yeah, and thank you for a nice competition and a nice shows and puzzle again.
Great. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
see you soon.
Speak soon. Bye.
Ciao. All right, what is the situation here?
So we have 28 finishers, just come up to an hour and a half. Looks like Britta can finish before the hour and a half mark. Just one or two pieces left. There we go. And yeah, I shall be booking in my media training session soon to improve my answers to questions like that. Yeah, it wasn't yeah. I don't think I gave away too much.
Nah, it's fine. It's just a marathon. It was used to be very funny to me because I used to use people's replies or what they say for my predictions. And people don't understand that often it's not what they said, it's not what they didn't say that actually gives me more insight.
Right. Let's just take a quick look around. So, yeah.
I think Victoria looks like she's about to finish over there.
Yeah, just we can only see half of the puzzle, but yeah, it doesn't look to be many pieces. Yeah, competition winner Caroline doing really well. Just a few pieces. Oh, it's close between the two UK competitors, Victoria and Heather. Oh no, Victoria taking it. Yeah, just a few pieces ahead of Heather. Really well done. Let me hit the button. Excellent work. So yeah, I think we've had half of the marathon team here tonight, the UK marathon team. Jodie saying, "Thanks, not as bad as expected when we guessed Dixit." Oh, okay, I don't know. Maybe that was from the description of the bad box design and having to have the poster. Tippard saying it was a hard. The last third was a tough, but yeah, still really good time. So we're only at an hour and a half now, and all these times really good. So yeah, Heather finished as well. Lots more people getting close. Someone on the live stream asking if the marathon's going to be live streamed. The plan's not to live stream it at the moment. I don't think we'll be in a position to live stream it. There will be live results on the website, so you'll be able to follow along and see people's times and how people are doing and what puzzles they're working on. but we won't be. There may be kind of updates and things and short videos and things, but there won't be a full live stream of the event, unfortunately, this time.
Another finish.
Excellent, well done, Siv. Fantastic work. Just going up to 132. So what are we up to? Really good. 32 finishes. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And so then weekend after it's Dutch Nationals. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun, and they seem to throw in a few little twists and things. I think they've announced that the teams is it 1,000 piece and a 500 piece, I think.
Yeah, that's what also it was last year. But last year the 500 piece puzzle was one of those like larger pieces.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was a bit different because generally I would say speed puzzlers don't really do those puzzles. So it was also nice that it was published puzzle, but I don't think there was too many people who had done it.
No.
I think they have same kind of twist coming with the pair. So last year they said it's like minimum 500 piece puzzle, and it ended up being one of those 750. So I think that may happen this year as well. Can't say sure for yet, but yeah, it's going to be very interesting because Speed Up is also sponsoring the Dutch Nationals.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
Yeah, I'm also going to be actually competing there. I'm just going to be guest on one of the live streams at one point. But yeah, I really like Dutch Nationals. There's also going to be the Guinness World Record attempt on Saturday.
Oh,
Did you
what's that?
register for that, Robert?
What's the record they're trying to break?
I don't know what we're trying to break, but did you register for that?
I haven't seen anything about that, I don't think.
I will send you
Oh yeah,
links.
do send me the link because I don't think
I
I've
think you
don't
can.
think I've
I
seen
hope
that.
you can still do it. There was also a buffet before that.
Yeah, I've registered for that, but I didn't see the world record attempt.
I'll send you a link.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, thank you. Oh yeah,
Awesome.
and Jodie just writing in the chat is that saying as soon as we said the picture not really being on the box, they guessed they managed to guess the brand immediately. So yeah, there's not I don't know how they managed to kind of miss that quite so badly, but yeah.
But yeah, I really like Dutch Nationals. I really like their app that they have where they automatically, put the results in, and there's also going to be like a giveaway before the round. So Speed Up is going to be giving gift cards for the first solo round. So it works in a way that all participants mark that they're sitting on their table, and then I will go to the stage and we will, like your fortune wheel, a little bit similar. It will go through the participants and stop on someone, and yeah, it's going to be fun.
Nice. And isn't there some kind of cheese giveaway as well? Have I not heard talked about in the past?
I don't know.
Is this not a big thing about the Dutch? I'm sure I've heard this talked about in the past of as being a major draw of the Dutch
last
Nationals.
year, but I was there only one day, and I was so tired from traveling that I actually honestly don't remember anything. But yes, there has been a lot of talk about cheese and stuff like that. So I don't know what's going to happen this year. I also know there's something we will have. There's vendors village. So there will be, for example, Minike and Fruitsy will be like selling their, those little puzzle jewelries over there. And there's going to be other stands as well, including mine. So it's going to be pretty exciting.
Excellent. Yeah, very much looking forward to that. Yeah, it's a slight as a backup for the Nordics. Cool.
Yeah.
Yes. What is it? Yeah, only a couple of weeks away. Fantastic.
Yeah, and Utrecht, where is it taking place? It's not that far away from Amsterdam, so that's also super nice.
But it's not the same. I don't think it's the same place as last year, is it? Is it a different new venue?
The venue is different. They had to change it, but yeah. I don't know actually if it's how big city it is. But yeah, shouldn't be too hard to get there at least.
I'm hoping not, yeah, because I arrive very late, so I'm hoping there's hoping there's still public transport and things to get me from Amsterdam down to Utrecht.
Yeah, Amsterdam is the easiest thing. You just need to remember to tap your credit card out when you leave. Otherwise, they will charge you the longest train.
Okay, cool. Thanks for the tips.
Yeah, been already Amsterdam like 5 times this year, so
Oh, of course, yeah, you were there. Was it this week you were there?
I can't even remember. But I was there very recently. Yeah, for my birthday. So yes, very recently. But been a lot of times in Netherlands also like a decade ago. So I'm very familiar with the place.
Excellent. Another finisher. Well done, Kristin.
Whoop, whoop.
Up to 33.
And also, if you check the app already, Robert, you can already see like your table for the Dutch nationals, and you can see actually the whole table, like how the tables are, where is actually your table in the map. So it's pretty cool.
That must have come out. I did check a few days ago and I didn't see anything. So
yeah, it was at least today. It's so cool.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I have to take a look at that. And it's gonna be fun. It's like a new pair for me. So I'll be puzzling with Paloma, who I've kind of met a few times. And we had the chance to she was at a competition in Stockholm a couple of weeks ago, and we managed to do a quick practice one in between some of the other rounds. So that was fun. And then team with Frugi and Merlin Ricarda. So that's going to be really good fun.
Yeah, that sounds super fun. I'm pairs with Fenna, and then we have a team, me, Fenna, Eileen, and Rosalind. So that should be a really strong, good girl power team, I would say.
Yeah. Do you have any kind of goal? Have you set any goals, or is it just purely just to go and enjoy it? And
no, I haven't set any goals. At least not for the individual. I think it's just like really nice, fun people that I'm going to be puzzling with. I know we have a strong team, so of course we're gonna do our best. It would be cool to even be like the best international team or something like that. That's always a goal. So yeah, we'll see.
How do your feelings towards kind of goal setting change after you did like so well at the Finnish nationals? I mean, I know it was pairs and you're not with the same person. But does that kind of does that change your kind of attitude to kind of goal setting for the tournaments that come after that?
I mean, well, funny thing, we still don't know if we're gonna go to the Worlds because me and Steffi both were like, we're not gonna go to the Worlds. But then when we won the Finnish championship, we were like, we could go. I need to talk with her about this before I talk publicly anything. So I don't know yet if we're going, but I don't know. For me, even with when I've puzzled with Steffi, for me it was always like a person first, not the competition first, because as you know, we were disqualified on the first year we participated. Yes, and I knew that when I asked her to puzzle with me, I knew at that point most likely we will be disqualified. So it's kind of obvious that I wasn't going as competition first. And I think with those type of people, you also like just start getting really good results because you kind of, if it works, it works. I don't know what else to kind of like say. If you try to force like something, if you choose your pair basically on a paper, of course you always choose your pair also because you like the person. But if you look at the paper kind of like first criteria, it may not end up in the best results because that doesn't always tell anything. I think it's also like how well you get along with that person and everything else. So
yeah, of course, yeah. So reconsidering Worlds and maybe we'll see you there after all.
Yeah. It kind of would be nice to go increase our ranking, of course. But yeah, I also like that they do have a new venue and everything, so I'm actually pretty excited for the federation actually, that things are changing, things are done differently, and yeah, I think everybody should go if they want to go for sure. I think we started the Worlds. It started off as a not Worlds, like Worlds was already existing before it was called World Championship, and the sports has kind of like a grown within that, and thanks to that, even if things always didn't go right in a way, but that's growing pains, I would say, and yeah, I think we as a puzzle community at least should give some grace. Like many things can be true at the same time. I think the federation is the reason why we are at this point, and federation also need to some changes. Both can be true. So I would really like to go and see how it is this year, and of course see all the people around the world as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's yeah. Obviously, such a massive part. Just having the opportunity to meet up with everyone, and it's not often we get the chance to do that.
Yeah, that is so true. And I think such a different people than those who came to the World Series are also coming, from South America and, more people, different people.
Yeah.
So I want to see my other friends as well who didn't make it to the World Series.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah, World Series. I think it's gonna be interesting to see when we get how long it is now before we hear more about what I think it's pretty certain that it will happen again next year. But in terms of where it is and whether there's any change, whether it's purely solo again or whether they introduce other categories, I think it's going to be very interesting to see.
Yeah, I think the different categories is going to be very, very, very interesting. And also kind of like what rules will they end up with? There's so many opinions about the rules. I'm at this point where people ask me, what do you think about this? I'm like, I don't care at this point. It doesn't matter. There's always going to be people against and opposed, and both sides for good reasons. It's just everything has pros and cons. But yeah, I'm really waiting for the kind of next upgraded version of the World Series.
Yeah, it was such a good event, and a bit quite difficult to get back into the real world after that.
Oh yeah, and I heard a crazy rumor that apparently it's not true. Nobody's going to the Europeans, so I thought maybe I should go there and win the European Championship.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think they've released any. I don't think they've released any kind of competitor list yet.
Yeah, that's the thing. Nobody actually knows who is registered there. So I was just like,
I do know. I think at the time of it was the time of the Finnish Championships. There was no one from Finland registered at all.
Best Finnish person.
Yeah. So. And I'm not sure I don't know any or many people from Sweden who will be going, so yeah, it's going to be interesting to see kind of what that event ends up looking like.
I don't even know when it is, but I could go.
Yeah, later in November, I think.
Okay. Yeah, there's so many puzzle events I've already signed up for. My calendar is booked until next year's February already.
And then you straight back into national season after that. Yeah, that's also. I'm a little bit worried about actually the February marathon because I know all the nationals are trying to make their championship earlier. So I'm like, I hope it's not gonna overlap with anything super important. No, it does seem to be certainly up in the certainly in the Nordics they're all they're all within 4-6 weeks of each other. So it's pretty hectic schedule.
Yeah, it is. And these days we have just so many puzzle events that I don't think there is actually even one weekend that there wouldn't be something bigger marathon or championship or something.
Is there anything kind of in the calendar next year that you haven't done before that you'd really like to get to?
I don't know what are those I know somewhere in Benelux they have had those, or maybe in Germany, those puzzle relays. I don't know how it works, but I want to do one of those. it's not usually like a big event. It's usually like a side activity of something else, but I would love to do one of those. I'm also kind of like interested to just see different kind of puzzle events coming. Maybe something like puzzle chess, or we were talking on my latest YouTube video, not actually latest, 2 videos ago. No, actually, no, it's the latest video. Sorry, I'm getting confused already. We were talking about like, is there gonna be like a solo marathons? Because there has been one 10-hour solo marathon, so I would even go to one of these like a crazy solo marathons. That would be pretty cool as well.
Yes, I'm going to in August. Fuji's organising it's 10-hour pair marathon near Cologne. So that's the kind of 2 weeks after after our one in Germany, and it's 10-hour pair marathon, but it's like all the rounds are different challenges, or some of the rounds are different challenges. So there'll be like lots of twists, I think, to kind of to the round. So yeah, that looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be fascinating to see what ideas she's come up with to in that event to make it different. I think it's going to be quite a different event, and lots of new ideas.
Okay, that's cool. I haven't heard about that, but I'm also kind of like relying on just people inviting me to places because I still don't really follow anything. So just every time somebody asks, I'm like, yep, we're going. I think it was in Cologne. Köln. I call it
Yeah,
Köln.
outside there's a town outside Siegen. It's called, yeah. But I think it's I think registration's opening fairly soon. So we joining up with Cameron again to to take that on. And then next year hopefully I'll get to one of the 24-hour events, because that's I think that's one of the top of the list of things to try next.
Yeah, that's definitely something else, I would say. Not in a bad way, but it's definitely it's almost like it sounds bad, like more tough than it actually is, in my opinion.
So not like so. Yeah, I think it does. It certainly sounds tough. It certainly sounds like but I guess you're getting fairly decent breaks with a kind of team of 8 people. So you're not not literally puzzling for 24 hours.
Yeah, like I've done one with the 8 team members and another one with 10 team members, and I don't. Maybe the first one was tougher, but it wasn't that tough as you would expect. You kind of get into it. It's more like, you know, when you go into this like a summer festivals or something. You're already kind of like prepared to the fact you're not gonna sleep. It's gonna be
Right.
fun. So it's kind of like you still want to go there.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Just have a look around. A few people. We've got 10 minutes to go, so I'm sure we can get quite a few more finishes there. Some people coming into that last, really coming down to that last kind of couple of sections. Had some more finishers. So me and Camilla and Cotta all finishing within the last 10 minutes or so. Marlin looking really close. I think Sally and Yuli also looking good. Let's see how many people we get done. So we've got 36 finishes so far.
That's really good.
Yeah, I think the German event looked amazing this year as well. I think it was I know they move it around, but like really beautiful venue, and some really nice puzzle choices. So yeah, it's going to be exciting to see what which events manage to get to next year.
Mm-hmm.
And also, of course, what form the World Championships takes next year as well.
Yeah, that's true. New places.
Always good to go into new places.
That is true. I always wanted to go. Maybe some puzzle event will be in the US.
Yeah.
Just because I go there because I feel like everything is bigger there, and so many people, like so many US people, like friends that I met like a couple of years ago, and they just haven't come back for the World Championship, so I haven't like literally seen them for like years, just because of that. So I would love to go there because I know they would be whatever event it is.
So you haven't been to the US Nationals?
No, but the main reason is that they have been on the same weekend as Finnish Championship or just some other
Okay.
championship for the last 2 years. And then also because they don't take like they don't take international participants at all. So then
Okay.
I feel like, yeah, they don't, you can't do that. So you can go there, maybe visit the live stream, get the vibes. But I feel like if I would go also like specifically then at least to stay, like hope that it's in a location that I will stay with some of my friends' place or something. So it's not just flying all the way there to watch it.
Yeah, no, totally. And I think, yeah, hopefully get to the UK Nationals. That's the other one on my wish list.
Yeah,
It's been last 2 years. It's been the same weekend as something else. I haven't got to it, but I think next year I'll definitely try and get to that one.
yeah, same.
Okay,
Are we
Marlin.
getting?
Yeah, I think Marlin just a few pieces left. We're definitely going to see a few more finishes in the last few minutes.
Yeah, I don't think too much is missing. Just a few pieces.
Just a few. Yeah, I know we talked about. Yeah, I have to see what we can, which ones of these we can give to get to you to give you the chance to maybe rerun some of the previous puzzle rushes as well.
I have to take a look what there has been, because there's a couple that I haven't been commentating or watching, so I'll have to take a look. I'll have to take a look and see where would I. Not leaving to Piers or Freya or Emilia. I can always try. Yeah. I can see it's already like over there. I think it's also getting darker. Like here, the sun is going down as well, so you can see the natural light is a little bit going away.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I think there was this situation in the World Series that some of the lights were turned off and on. I always say that to me, I don't really care about what the lighting is, but what is the worst for me if it's actually changed in the middle,
Right.
because then all the colors will look different. So your memory also have to get adjusted of like what specific piece or like pieces look like in the new light.
Did you
Because
find was the light okay for you at the World Series? Did you find it okay?
I found it okay, but I can acknowledge that it wasn't the same for everybody, and some other people had problems with it, because even though it was good for me, even just for the person who I was sharing a table with, I could see that it was not good for her, because for example even my puzzle stand created a shadow on her table,
Right.
because even though we were kind of like well ranked table, but it's just the angle of where the lights were coming from.
Yeah, for me, I mean, we had good, it was strong light, but there was quite a lot of glare coming from it. I found that I couldn't sit down and puzzle because there's too much glare from the light. So yeah, a lot of standing up over the weekend.
Yeah, I feel like I personally never pay attention to the lighting in competitions or anything. So like if you ask me afterwards like how was the light, I'm just like I don't know. I don't have opinion because I don't pay attention to it. I only pay attention if it's like changes, and that has actually happened to me in World Championship maybe a couple of years ago. I was in the night shift, so to say, on the solar rounds, and the natural light went away, so they put the dome lights in the middle of the.
Right.
So it just changed. It wasn't a bad lighting, but it just changed. So I was like, what?
We've got a comment in the chat from SJ saying you can borrow her American passport, Amelia, so you can. So if you want to get into the US Nationals.
Ah, yeah. Let's see what the immigration likes then. Sorry, I had to say that. Okay, I actually have to get their visa because I'm planning on going on a work trip to US next month, so I really have to get into it and apply in time.
Cool. Okay, everyone, we've got 3 minutes left. So let's get those last few pieces in. Every piece counts now. I think we've got a couple of people who still got the chance to finish. Let's see how many of those last few pieces we can get in.
Yeah, a lot of things.
Really close. Sally really close.
Oh, I only now paid attention that Julie actually had change the vertical.
Yes,
the
yeah.
horizontal.
We did see a couple of people doing that, but not many at all. I'm trying to get better at that. It just yeah. I'm horrendously bad at trying to do anything that's not the right way up. But yeah, one to keep
Yeah, I do
practicing.
it mainly if my back is hurting. That's almost like the only reason I do it. I mean, also of course the pieces are closer, but they are still close if you have the power to stand and lean over. But that's just a really bad situation to be in. Ooh, I just saw that the Marlene's puzzle stand is also a matching color with the big puzzle piece.
Yes.
That's a nice set. I don't remember
It
seeing
is.
that color of that puzzle stand.
That's really cool. I think she's got the purple matching set, cut with the green ones.
Did you see that the Prim Prim got on puzzle stand?
I didn't know.
Where is Prim Prim? I have no idea. It's probably in the bedroom. Yeah, it's like a mini puzzle stand, like this size.
Oh,
But it looks exactly like that one over there. It's super cute.
Cool. Okay, Yuli, come on, get those last few pieces in. It'd be great to see another finish here before the ends. It's gonna be really close.
We can do this.
Okay, last 15 seconds. And time up. Okay, well done everyone still puzzling. Good work everyone. It was not an easy one at all. If you want to count up the remaining pieces, and then you can either you should be able to write them in the on the website or just drop them in the chat. But yeah, fantastic work everyone, and yeah, some people with just those last few pieces. So close, Julie and Sally as well. Great work, Sylvia. Thanks for joining us. Hi, Caroline. Great to have you with us, and well done again on the competition win at the SM. I know Amelia had a question about about how you came up with your guess. I don't know if you want a quick word to tell us how you managed to get the piece count so close. sure. Not sure whether.
I think we
whether
did.
you can-
Yeah.
Ooh. Bit of feedback. Not to worry. Okay, I think we've got piece of accounts from Julie, from Sally, from Linda.
Cat.
Oh, that's a cute cat, Marlin. Hello. Had a few cats tonight. Always have a few cats at the end. Surprised, always amazed you can keep them off the table for the important bit. Just a couple of people we're waiting for. Caroline, did you count up the? Did you manage to type in the number of pieces left?
I did.
Okay, let me just check. I can see. Oh yeah, I can see. Fantastic. Thank you. Oh well. Oh, it's only 21. Oh well. We couldn't quite see on the camera, but it's so close. Well done. That was not not an easy puzzle tonight for your first one. Oh, it was just those shelf pieces to go. So just wait for Karen. So thanks again, Amelia. Have a fantastic time at the weekend.
Thank you. I will expect to see you in the live stream chat. Cheering for
I'll be there cheering on Sweden. Even if SJ is cheering for pretty much everyone else, there'll be some of us cheering for Sweden. Yeah, it's going to be really exciting. Can't wait to see all three of the competitions. There's some it'd be fascinating to see how it all goes, and which see some of the young people coming, some of the kind of young unknown people coming through, some of the famous names and the more well-known names. It's going to be really, really interesting to see, and to see what puzzles get chosen for it.
Yes, lots of things to expect to see for.
I think we've got everyone now. Just waiting for Karen, and then I will see you the week after that in Utrecht.
That is true. Thank you for inviting me again, and yes, we will see in Netherlands.
Yeah, thanks again, and we'll catch up again soon.
Thank you.
Cool.
Ciao.
Cheers. Bye.
Sorry, I can't find the chat. Can I give you the number?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
183.
Great. Okay, thanks so much for joining tonight, Karen. Well done. That was
Thank you.
that was a tricky one tonight.
Thank
So hope to see you again in the future.
First time, so
Yeah.
I'll
Great.
try again.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks. Good night,
Bye.
everyone.